Recorded Books and One Click Digital present Black Noon by Andrew J. Fenady. Narrated by Pete Bradbury. Preamble. As when a misty dream unfolds, out of the darkness of the mind, black, impenetrable, until the face of a cat appears, lambent, saffron eyes glinting, mouth distended, then twisted. The cat screeches, an unearthly sound. The cat creeps noiselessly on its pads, then stops in front of something burning. The flames fling leaping towers, yellow and blue, behind the hunched feline as it looks at something or someone, and emits an audible purr of contentment while its gaze travels ever slowly upward, the length of a human figure. The figure of a young woman. She wears a gossamer white gown that slithers across her long and sinuous body, and her face is the fulfillment of the promise of the upward journey. Silver blue eyes illuminated by the flames, flowing flaxen hair, a claret mouth, and sensuous alabaster skin all molded into a living mask of mythic perfection. She watches, fascinated by the trident flames. The cat leaps effortlessly, and just as easily the beautiful young woman catches the purring animal, presses and softly strokes its flanks. The cat purrs even louder as it is stroked by tapering white fingers, while ascending flames, glowing against the chocolate night, reach up to a burning cross atop the tower of a church that is on fire. The curling flames turn to sable, and the black flames rise into the starless desert night. Reverend Jon Keyes woke abruptly, stared at the ribbed top of the Conestoga, then at the stirring figure of his wife Lorna lying next to him. "What is it, John?" "Nothing, dear." "Nothing? You're trembling. Was it that dream again? The war? The Battle of Yellow Tavern? The wound?" This wasn't the first time since he'd come home from the war with a head wound that his sleep had been breached by a bad dream. She reached out and gently touched the back of his head, as she had done before. "No, Lorna, it was a dream, but not about the war. Something different this time." He tried to smile. "Then tell me about it. They say that dreams often have some meaning, sometimes about something that's happened, or even about what's going to happen." "Or," he said, smiling, "as Dickens' friend Scrooge said, the result of an undigested bit of beef, a fragment of underdone potato. Let's just forget about it." "But, John—" "Actually, I thought I heard something out there. Probably the cry of a lonesome coyote." "Well, I'll never be lonesome, John, so long as we're together." "That makes two of us." He moved and kissed her forehead. "Now go back to sleep. It's only midnight, and we've still got a long way to Saguaro." Chapter 1. It was a long way from Monroe to Saguaro, much longer than they had anticipated as they journeyed by creaking wagon, pulled by a two-up team through Missouri, southwest into Kansas, across the 100th meridian to the panhandle of Texas, then the desolate New Mexico territory and its arid, unforgiving terrain. There had been a few respites, such as Amarillo and Santa Fe, too few and too far between, and they had so far averted sudden, deadly threats from hostile red natives who resented trespassers coming into their ancient domain. This was dry Tortuga, although they didn't know it, and no one really knew where it began and ended. A worthless span of earth where God had stomped the dirt and dust off his boots, with little or no water to provide nourishment, no game to provide food, or no fertile fields to provide crops. And so they faced the vast emptiness between the winds. Grassless, barren, rock-hard, boiling, windless days under a blistering sun, and relentless, freezing nights under the worn canvas of the Conestoga. Still, there were forced smiles.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?